Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today is Calf Watch 2020. We're going to go check up on all the calves, all the batches. Well, there's only like 4 batches, 3 big batches, and the batch that's on the lawn, the lesser calves we're minding. But anyways, so we're just on our way out to the first batch. Father Phil is with me driving, and we're just actually run out of meal in the shed, so we got a half-ton bag to keep us going over the weekend till we get a bulk load delivered, and we have to get the meal shed washed out as well. We want to get it washed out and disinfected and whatnot, just to have it ready for later on when we get harvesting done and we're ready to put mill grain into it. But we're working on a half-ton bag, and yeah, so we're just coming up over to these calves here. They are on the bottom paddock down here with a temporary fence and a truss, so we'll bring a hand down, we'll feed them, we'll have a look at them, and yeah, this is the first batch. These are actually the calves that we dosed in the video. They got away in us. These are them, so they're doing well down here. But anyways, we'll pick it up when we're down this far. So here we are with the calves. Here's our, it's not more than half a ton of pencils. We also have our seaweed flake by Sealac. So also Sealac is having a sale. I think it's 15% off until the 14th of August on online. So there's a link in the description down below to their website, so if you're interested in getting some, you can go over there and get some. We've been using that the last 2 years, and we used the flake, or not the flake, the milk replacer stuff this year. And in one of our sheds there was a definite reduction in mortality, and I'll be the end of the year before I get to do up my stats, and we'll see was there much of a reduction in the sickness and the use of antibiotics. So it'll be interesting to see. But anyways, we'll get feeding these calves. I'll find somewhere to put this down. Come on, Suckies. So there's none of the calves that we named are in this batch, but this was our lesser batch. These are the last calves that come off the feeder, but they're doing all right. We moved everything yesterday onto fresh grass, and there's great grass here. So these are our calves. So you'll see some of the ones that are like that kind of have that browny fleck through them. A lot of them are the jerseys. We have one limousine here, 708. That's one of our limousine calves. The rest of them are on the lawn. So we have one limousine there, and then there's just the general mix of jerseys. There could be an Ayrshire in it, and yeah, so Angus is whatnot. They're doing rightly now. They're doing rightly. A good Hereford there. But that's that batch of calves. They're the last calves off the feeder. So in my mind, they would be the, well, apart from what's on the lawn, they are the lesser batch of calves. Best batch of calves are just over there. Is where our Belgian Blues and that are. But anyways, we'll go here. We'll be on to the next batch. We might have to move a batch of calves. They're just in the castle at the minute. We dusted them yesterday. So get my father out here. And we'll go have a look at the next batch. So we just loaded up our truss. We're in the, just behind the well. You can just see the calves in through the hole in the castle there. Yeah, you're probably a lot of docks there. That was from the bulls last back end. Ploughed up here, absolutely ploughed. Just this section, not below the hedge there, just the upper part. And of course, when the place gets ploughed, it goes like this. It comes in ferocious paper docks. We just didn't get it sprayed, but when these calves have this out, we might get it topped and then sprayed. When they're like that, you can't spray them. You won't kill them because they're practically just dead. When you cut them and they regrow, that's when you hit them with the spray. But anyways, we'll get these calves now. You're gonna let them through there. So right, we're gonna let them through this hole in the wall that wasn't there till the bulls decided to go through it. It has to be rebuilt. But anyways, let's go. That was just where there was a turret. Wasn't it a turret?
Yeah, turret.
It would have originally have been a turret on the corner of the castle, but
Well, that was the old lake. That was a lake.
yeah.
I was looking out over the lake.
So at some stage we'll probably, maybe with my uncle, we might do a little bit about the history that he knows of the castle and whatnot. But we'll try and get these calves out through here. We left them in there just to eat off the grass that was in there. My father wants to get sprayed off so we can put in fresh grass seed in it, because after the wee bit of tidying up we done in there, a lot of old dirt and weeds come back. We just want to put in nice grass for them. I don't think they're going to come through. Anyways, we'll go get a lock of bags. So, there's all the suckies. I don't think there's any of the calves we named here. Probably should have brought the book with the numbers. But this is our next batch. This is our middle batch, as we call it. Some great calves on it. Great Friesians and Jerseys as always. But anyways, my father's in a rush to get going. I'm actually going on me holidays. Well, when I say me holidays, I'm going to Cork for the night and tomorrow. That's really it. It's going to take 4 hours to get down there today, so there's not going to be much done today when we get down that far, and then tomorrow, and then 4 hours back up. That's as good as the holidays as I ever get. So anyways, yeah, they're grand. We need to sort out them docks. Anyways, we'll go on to the next batch and then we'll finish off with our calves on the lawn and have a bit to talk about there, and maybe see some, if any, have some advice on it. But anyways, we'll keep on. So we're just out here with our last batch of 80, the top range calves that we have. These are the strongest, the first out. These are the best of what we have. You might have seen on my Instagram yesterday. You want to follow me on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or any of that whole crack, there's links in the description down below for, well, not really links, but just me names on them. But anyways, these are our best calves. These are serious lumps of calves. Got their fresh move yesterday onto this paddock. So we'll go feed them up and then we'll have a look at the Belgian Blues. We'll have a look at the calves we named, because I'm pretty sure they're nearly all here. So we'll go get feeding them. So now, these are our best calves. You can see they're just, if you were to just go back and look at the other calves, the first batch, these calves are just miles ahead of them. Huge frames, huge lumps of calves. So we'll try and have a look now. I can't remember half the numbers of the calves. Here's one of our Belgian blue heifers. This is blue. She's a great square heifer. Now look at the difference now. That calf may be taller, but you look at the back end and that, and the back end of that jersey is a jersey. It is a jersey, but that's blue. The Belgian Blues have really done very well. I'm incredibly happy with them. And it'll be interesting to see when we do put them through the end game, will there be €300 more out of that animal than there's out of that animal? Because that is the price difference. If there's €300 more out of the blue than there is the jersey, we'll buy more blues. If there's not, we'll stick to our jerseys. Simple as that. We'll have a look now, see can I find any of the other ones. Where is the rest of them? Kong is here as well if I can find him. If I can find Kong. What was his number? What was Kong's number? I can't remember. He was the cemental, or not the cemental, the Fleckvy. There's Kong, 1371. There's Kong, 1371. That's our. Wasn't that one a Fleckvy? Yeah. What about the others now? This is always the problem. I can't remember. There's a great lump of a Frisian calf now. The size of them there, huge size, huge. We've our other two blues up here. There's our other blue heifer, and here's the blue bull. He was there somewhere. There's the blue bull there. So the blues, they are a slight bit shorter than our other Frisians and Jerseys, but then of course you got the great back, you got the great rear end on them. Although the likes of that Frisian, he's not too bad now. He's a great lad, great depth in him. But that's them. I should have really brought some way of me recognising what calves I had marked down with numbers. Paul and Ringo and all the rest of them. My bad. I should have brought it with me. 15, 16, isn't that one? That could be one. I can't remember. There's 15, 16. There's a great lump of a Frisian. He got a great rear end on him, so he has. He's a great broad back. Good deep build. These calves will do fierce well now. Fierce well. It's great. The coats on them are in good order. Like there's a nice oily, shiny coat on them. So there is. But yeah, no, my bad. Now I should have brought my book with me to know what numbers are what, and I'd point out more of them. It's just, you have your crossbred, your FRX, JEX, heavy, good hybrid vigor in them, and then you have your more pure JEX kind of an animal like that. But yeah, no, that's the calves. Anyways, great calves. We'll be on home. I'll show you the calves on the lawn, talk a bit about them and some of the little issue we're having with them. But other than that, the calves, as you can see, doing fierce well. Anyways, we'll be on back to the house. So here we are on the lawn. This is one side, with more that side. So these boys here these were the lads that were that side. We moved across, you would have seen in one of the videos. We've Ben and Jerry here, two limousine bulls. We have our blind calf Dangus out there. The sight has come back somewhat. It's not fully back, but it is somewhat back. You know by her, you can like swing your hand in towards her eye and she'll move. So she kind of has it got back, but these calves have picked up. They have started to come to, especially them pair of bucks. Them pair of bucks are doing grand. The rest of them have started to pick up. But we also have calves that we've put back this side. We've put, I think there's 9 out there at the minute. My mother is there now. She's probably glad to be in the video. So I may move the Jeep for her and let her in out of the way. So we're just out here with the other lads. These are the lads that we've just brought up in the last couple of days since the last video on that. And then we have a bullock there that hurt his leg. So we're putting a bit of lock of beef nuts in him, put a bit of flesh on him, and then we're going to put him in the freezer for ourselves because there's not much else we can do with him. So yeah, you can see these lads here, the coats kind of gone, bit tin of themselves, dull of themselves. We're giving them a sup of milk. We're giving them the real expensive crunch to see will it do anything for them. Some of them have, the lads have been out here for a couple of days or for a week now. They've picked up there. They've actually have come to quite a sight. The couple there we put out in the last couple of days just not. And every year this happens, always happens. Some of the first years we reared calves, it was a lot worse. We had a higher percentage of the calves that go like this, but they kind of lose the colour in the coat, kind of start wasting, and always trying to figure out what exactly is wrong. We thought one of the first years it happened, we thought maybe it was because we used one dose all the time, so we started changing our dose. That kind of helped. The paddock seems to have helped quite a bit the last couple of years. The seaweed then as well, the last 2 years hasn't been too bad, so the seaweed might have helped a bit in that regard. And talking to other farmers, dairy beef farmers, it seems to be happening to everyone. Now I know that there was a Farmers Journal had a thing about, I think it was called microplasmas or something. It was something, that a new thing that they're looking into across the EU, where dairy bred calves, same as these kind of guys, when they hit grass they start going backwards, or there's like something, and it's something that they're looking into, trying to understand what exactly is happening to the calves. Maybe it's something along them lines, we're not over sure. As you may have seen with the other batch of calves we're looking at, you may have heard some coughing, and with the coughing we're kind of thinking, is our last dose after working? So we're going to take some dung samples and send them to a lab to see the calves that have been dosed recently, a couple of weeks, and see, this last dose was an ivermectin based dose, and see what the worm burden, egg burden in the dung is like. If it's high, especially in the calves that have only recently been done a week or two, then you're kind of thinking we must have a lot of resistance to the ivermectin dose, and then we're going to have to try and adjust our dosing program and use more, literally avoid using ivermectin based products and use other products, a lot of which I think is drenches. I don't know, is there much in the line of pour-ons and injectables outside of that, but let me know if there is. I'm just going off the top of my head, but yeah, it always happens every year. Let me know in the comments down below if you're at this job. Does this happen to you at this? Sometimes it's always August, September time. This always happens. You end up with calves just start going backwards. The first 3 months of the year, not a loss in them, and then this just happens. Let me know if it happens to you. Is there anything that you've done that seems to have helped? We actually, 707, I think that could be Jimmy the Jersey, passed away yesterday. He was one of the cast us out here. We were electrolyted him and gave him antibiotics and stuff, and no good. So it's a tough one. It is a tough one now to try and figure out what exactly was wrong. But if you have any suggestions, anything like that, or if you come across this yourself in your own farms, please let me know. What do you do? Any tricks, anything at all? It just annoys me so much when this happens. But at least so far it's not too bad. We'll have it here, 10 calves. I think we've lost 2 so far, so it's not the worst. I've seen a lot worse, but it's just to avoid it altogether. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. You want to get yourself some seaweed, there's a sale online at the minute. There'll be a link in the description down below. I'm pretty sure it's 15% off till the 14th of August, so if you want to get some down there, they also ship to the UK, so if you're in the UK you can get it shipped out to you. And anyways, I'm going to leave it at that, looking at the worst calves around the place. It's a great way to end the video, isn't it? Anyways, that is it from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. PayPal links, all that stuff in the description. That is it from me. Good luck.